Welcome, 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 welcome. Jeez, it's fucking hot as shit in here. Okay. Why is this thing not opening? Hmm. Here, good. Okay. Alright, checking in, checking in. Got YouTube live. Yes, cool. Zoom is up and running. That's it. Shit, fucking gold dropped though. I just wait like 5 more minutes. Can this up a little bit. I think I can still drop a little more on gold. It's down to like 1858, 50. Retest that support here on the weekly. Okay. All right, so let's get this going, guys. Welcome, welcome to another Asian session hosted by yours truly, Mac. Hope everyone's doing okay today. So we're gonna do the same thing as usual. Gonna go on to GBPJPY and then check out gold. See if we have any possible moves for the Asian session. If not, we can set up anything for pre-London or London Open. God damn, it's so hot in here. Fuck. Alright, so let's start with GJ, right? See what's going on with GJ. So we're gonna go onto the daily, and so far it's just really not that much of much volatility in it. If we look down to the 4 hour, we can see that we're just ranging between 155 800 and 155 300. It's a pretty decent range on the 4 hour, 44 pips. Not that bad. Going down to the 30 minute, can go ahead and identify this as the most recent resistance. Actually, put it down here, right? And the 30 minute. So 155, 155 600, and down to 155 320 as the support. 320 and 5 520, so 30 pips. Really tight. Let's see what we can do today. Well, this is giving me a headache. If we break down below this area, there's a lot of noise to the left, right? And if you're looking for sales, which is gonna be counter trending, um, looking to the higher time frames, we're still bullish, right? It's a very, very tight spot we're in right now. Super tight. Unless we break above this area, hold support at 155, 400, 450, 500, and we start breaking above 600, catch buys up to 156 flat, retest that resistance, and continue up. First, we need to break above 155, 600, have a clean break, and then we can go ahead and catch all buys. But so far, since 7 p.m., it's been in that little range, dropped only about 10 pips, 11 pips. So what do we need now? We need support, and we need a break above 155, 600. So let's go ahead and identify this as a no trade zone. Even though it's 30 something pips, really not much to work with, but I'd rather be safe than be stuck in this shit hole. Uh, 30 pips. And sales, uh, I mean, sales we have to break below 155, 300, and then we'll be stuck in another range. So we could do something here for sales, sales. It's really shitty, really fucking shitty. All right, well. just to play it safe, just kind of get this range down here below this break. You can say that we can go for sales if we break below 155 300, um, down to 155 flat, 30 pips. So for here, what I would like to see, I would like to see at least, a couple candles on the 15, 30 minute just holding support, something like this, breaking highs of the previous ones and continuing up. Get a nice clean break above 155, 600, clearing out these wicks up here. So we have our first target at 155, 800, which is up here, and above that, 156. First, we need that support to be set, established, and then we can go ahead and wait for that break above 155, 600, or maybe take an impulse entry at the in this zone here. Right at resistance. So yeah, see what's gold doing. It's just ranging. Yeah, it's just been ranging for a minute already. This massive drop today. Um, shit, sales at 1905 at that break. That would have that where's I mean, I had some sales from here. I closed early though, didn't hold that long. But that break was clutch, super clutch right here. 1905. Look at that. God damn. 1865. Sheesh. And this is, where is this coming from? I don't even know where this shit's coming from. From here. Wow. Far back, huh? Put it on the bodies of these candles. Yeah, actually, it's down here. If we go down to the weekly, um, there's still some room for this to continue down to 1855. I don't know, $10, $10. So NFP might get you those $10, and then it would be best to wait for that support to set up at 1850, 1855, and catch buys from there. If you're not breaking any structure, we're still continuing bullish, depending on the strength of the dollar. But yeah, I can see this dropping more down to 1855, 1857 down here. That's at the weekly support. Just to see
Hey
better.
Mack, how you doing?
Hey, what's up, Celine?
How you doing, right?
Chilling, chilling.
Yeah, to be fair, you mentioned about the 1850. That's exactly what I've been looking at
Oh yeah.
based on the weekly. Yep. So obviously looking at the weekly candles, we've been bullish for quite some times, and
Mhm.
it's good to see some sort of like a pullback just to give a price, to let's say like range for a little bit before
Right.
heading bullish again.
Right. Some relief on price, right? So we're getting that pullback. we were hoping for. So on the higher time frames, we can see this massive move down in 1 week, right? But
Yeah,
we can get to on weekly bearish candles. So we don't know what's going on next week. Based on maybe on the on NFP numbers tomorrow, we can see what's gonna happen for next week. Um, Numbers are bad, then we're gonna expect a lot of push up in gold. Numbers are good, then we're gonna expect a lot of push pull back. Continuation of pulling back on gold. So let's see for tomorrow. It's NFP, so really don't try to risk too much for tonight. If you're trading the London session, or even if you're trading the Asian session, right?
yeah.
So 1855 right here.
So even like, let's say, as long as the candle, like the weekly candle, as long as it doesn't break the previous bullish candle, which is at 1842, I think I'd say the overall momentum is still bullish. It's just some sort of like a pullback on the high time frame.
Yeah.
And obviously within the strength of the US dollar, is these pullbacks are expected in gold on gold. So
Yeah. Especially if we're trending so hard. Just like stocks, anything, right? We need a pullback.
yeah, also
Um.
like sorry, I've just noticed something on a daily. If you look,
Yeah.
the 1910 level, it's been a very strong level. So if you look on a daily, you'll see we've had if you look on the left a little bit, you'll be able to see a candle from the 11th of the 8th of January. You can see that massive pullback, that the drop from the daily,
Yeah. Right here.
and it looks like we're trying to do the exact same thing based
Mhm.
on the previous daily candle.
Right. You have that like
And
hook
like,
here and that nasty drop. So considering that, you have support here. So we're gonna say that this support is gonna hold. But we have one candle here just breaking down all these lows. So we might have the same thing for better sales. You want to see a break below this wick here, continue down, which is 1865, 600, giving you confirmation that on the daily we're continuing down as we break the low of that previous daily wick, right?
yep,
Support, resistance down here and down here, right? 1795, 1800s. I mean, 1800 is a big number. We're coming from 1900 to down to 1800. It's still possible. We've seen it before. Massive drops like that. What the fuck is this? It's a drawing. Oh. But down on the weekly, if we want to play it safer, we can see that we have a resistance here that was turned into support, which is at 1855. So we can expect this weekly candle to drop down here, which is not that big of a move, with maybe news from tomorrow. And then we want to try to get that those early buys for price to continue up. And for that, we'll have to see. We have to wait for at least a couple, maybe daily candles to turn bullish, right?
yeah, definitely.
But yeah, for today, I'm not really looking forward to anything on gold. Um, Especially after seeing that massive drop today. Maybe if we start breaking below this area, 1867, and we see volume coming in throughout the 930, which is the Shanghai Open, um, China Open, and yeah, catching sales from there. But we'll have to get a break below this area first. So let's go ahead and set up the parameters. Off here. Oops. No, I did not get any sales on gold. I'm not liking this range here. Pretty messy. but I'll have to see and get a break below this area here. So let me go ahead and just move this down a little bit. Right. It's like price is still hanging from there, so we'll have to see candles just breaking below this area here, clearing these wicks to the left and continuing down. But so far it's just rejecting and consolidating, so no trade for me here. This right now will be the no trade zone. It's from here to here. Sales below 1867. Mm-hmm. Oh, 1868. Yeah. For buys. Honestly, I don't like this at all. So I'm just gonna say we're gonna look for sales if we break below 1868 with a break and close under 1868. This is deadly right here. Deadly. And GJ's just fucking around. Mm. Yeah, this is a really tight range, right? We did break below this low. Is it really worth it? No.
So save the bullets for tomorrow.
Yeah, brother. We got the Magnum with one rocket in it. Ah, shit.
So even though like I usually like to look for buys on or like trades on gold on in the Asian session. Sometimes after the Asian Open you get like nice moves even on the 5 minutes. But because of how much the price moved from the ADP news, it's just not. It doesn't feel right to just execute because it's just
Yeah,
a little bit risky.
even on the 5 minute, it looks very messy on gold. This is really messy for 16, 20 pips. It's $2, not worth it. Yeah, I mean, that once we have a massive move, right, throughout the day, actually throughout two sessions or three sessions if you count Asian, um, there's going to be a lot of consolidation afterwards.
Yeah.
And as of NFP, let's go ahead and see what are the expected numbers. 645. Okay. The forecast from last month was almost a million, and we got a quarter of a million. Um, so we have to see the numbers out first.
GJ has been annoying a little bit though with the
TJ has
volume.
yeah has been a bitch.
Yeah.
Really
To
has
be
been
fair,
a
like
bitch.
looking
After
at like all
after
the
we had
events,
after we had this break here, right? This nice break here above 154 up to 156, right? That was it.
yeah,
After that, it's been just fucking around.
yeah. I mean, like looking at the high time frame, obviously, when there was a trade deal back, when they signed the paper for the Brexit deal.
Mhm.
I mean, once they've signed that off at the end of December, then on the beginning of January, we've had like a little pullback to 139, and then ever since, it's been like constantly bullish.
Yeah.
So I cannot understand of all this, massive increase. I kind of like understand why it's ranging, but it, it's ranging to the level where it's really hard to trade based on like 20 or 15 pips, to get.
Yeah, it's really not worth it if you're taking uh, an impulse trade and um and you're looking for buys, right? And even if you look, on the smaller time frames, you're gonna see a lot of mess to the upside, to the downside. Uh, you want to have a nice clean break. You want to break above 156. If by any chance we've already made that lower high here or higher low, you know, depends if we're gonna
Yeah,
continue down here on, keep resistance at that point, 155, 600. Um, range here for a little bit, but
yeah.
yeah,
Yeah, sorry, just to mention, I think people are having problem like hearing you on the YouTube.
me.
Yeah, for some reason, like
Oh shit.
there's quite a few comments saying that they
Let me
can't
see.
hear you properly.
This is fucking annoying. Is that having the Zoom at the same time when I have Streamlabs? For some reason, it just fucks up. Yeah, volume is up. Yeah, I don't really read the YouTube chat much.
Yeah, it's hard to kind of multitask.
Yeah, it's the multitasking thing, right? Sometimes you want to multitask, on some other days you don't, and yeah, it gets um, kind of repetitive with this the audio thing. There's some bullshit here. Hey, yeah.
I mean, I can hear that there's no problem on my end.
No, of
It's
course,
just
because you're in Zoom, but that's the thing. If I start the Zoom first, what? No fucking clue. What did I do last time? I know I did something here. Man, I'm such a fucking idiot for this thing. Uh, is there any correlation between what happened in 2013 and what is happening now in gold? What happened in 2013? Uh, some people are saying that they hear me fine, some others don't. So I don't really know what's going on. You know, this fucking Streamlabs shit. I don't know. How do I boost this shit up, bro? Alright, what about now? Can you guys hear me better now? Better? No. No. This is coming from the camera though. Now, okay? No. Still no.
Yeah.
It's not the clearest, but yeah, of course people wanna complain about fucking everything. They wanna hear 4K audio too.
Got some
Shit.
ASL master.
Yeah. Come on, man. This is the Asian session. You know? The Asian session. Now, how about now? Can you guys hear me better now? Bang, bang.
Seems good now, yeah.
There it is. Yeah, it was coming from the camera, so it was probably shitty. It was some Chinese camera. Anyway, guys, let's go back to it. So what was it saying? Oh, GJ, yeah, GJ, right? So we're in the middle of this shithole. So what do we need? I need a clean break above 156. You know, clear above all this shit that's been ranging for the last week and a half, almost. Well, week. Or if we're continuing down to maybe retest these previous lows on the higher time frames, which we did here on the daily 154 800. But if we start to create another lower high at this point and we start breaking this support here to retest maybe 154 400 for God knows what reason, you know, we're talking about a technical the technical side here down to 154 400. I need a clean break below 154 800 just to get in those sales. You know, if you look down to the smaller time frames and you see here, you know, it's just little ranges of 10 20 pips, not worth it. And it's kind of like rolling the dice at this point. You know, if you get into a buy here, you have better chances to break above this area and continue up. You know, break above 156. You know, stating that this is a higher low, and now we're continuing up to create the next higher high. For sales, it's just a lot more risky because you have, you know, these little ranges to play with, and then, you know, not really that much of a drop below this area, below 154 800 down to 154 400. It's a shitty spot, shitty spot. And look at this one. Wow, tapped that 1867. Fuck, right on the fucking dot. Sheesh. And it just took off. So no way for me to catch that. No way for anyone to catch that. Catch that unless you were, you know, on the 1 minute maybe. Even so, it looked a little risky.
Or the break of the previous 15-minute high.
Right.
1870.
Right, which would have been here, and right up at the break of 1870. I didn't set up any alerts, so it happened too quick. It's already kind of late for me to get in. But if you guys were looking at this and you had the no trade zone and you have your buys above this area, you know, that was a quick 20 pips, 15, 19 pips. If you had a buy stop, would have worked out better. but this shit hit right on the dot and bounced. Said fuck out of here. I'm not staying here. Now if we close back in the range, then it's, you know, it's a very delicate situation, like Arkio says. For NFP, what's the forecast on gold? Somebody asked what happened in 2013 on gold. What happened? So let's go ahead and check. Let's go into the weekly. Alright, right here, 2013. Well, what happened in 2013? Yeah, no idea, brother. No idea. I don't know. Send the chart and I'll check it out. But I don't see anything on the that's really correlated with what's happening now. 2013. I don't know what happened. Wow, this shit's garbage. Look at this. It's closing back in the range. Garbage. So this is from March 2020 to June 2021. So you see that rally, well, with the vid. So now it's just it's gonna be depending on numbers from tomorrow from NFP. If we get good numbers, can get that next drop, break the low of that daily candle here, continue down to retest 1850, 1855. And you know, possible buys from there. Buys. Just wait for price to settle. Now a couple confirmations, and then go ahead and jump on the wagon. Wagon. But yeah, man, this is just bullshit today. Sales at 1905. Those just were clutch. Right. Yeah, 1905. Let's see, 400 pips. Massive. The 930 candle was crazy today too. What is this one? Yeah. Just book. Killer. Alright, I'm just gonna set up alerts here. Just an alert up here, just in case for tomorrow. 1873 for buys. if we break with NFP and sells at the break of 1867 down here, further down to 1864 for that daily low break. Cool. And for GJ, really not worth it. At that point, I would like to see a breakup of 155,600 for buys. And below this area, just to know that we're breaking under, creating lows. I'll be right back in 1 second.
Looking like Inception, bro. You got Lex back there. You got Lex as a special guest back there, bro.
Yeah, it's fat motherfucker. Fat ass fucking cat. She's there chilling. Yeah, what's up with you, man? You were lost. You just got here.
Yeah, bro. I just got here like 5 minutes ago.
Oh,
Just
okay. Mack with the huge drop during New York session. It's logical that Asian session might have a strong volume as well. Perhaps a retracement. No, not a retracement. I mean, the retracement was today, right? This was the retracement. This continuation. If you're looking onto the smaller time frames and you want some sort of pullback here to continue up, but that would be, counter trend trading. For gold, you want to see what's going on the higher time frames always, right? You want to follow the trend. If we're going on a bullish momentum and we see that, you know, it's pulling back and creating bearish candles on the daily or weekly, that's the retracement. For the Asian session, if you want a retracement of the retracement, it's not gonna happen. We're just gonna consolidate probably, and we might have a continuation down depending on the numbers from NFP tomorrow, which this is what usually what happens on every first Thursday of the month, right? You get consolidation throughout the Asian session, and then Friday morning, that's when the numbers are released for non-farm payroll, and that's when you see the move, right? Friday. But for the Asian session on gold, it's really not worth to take a trade. That, you know, this Thursday, first Thursday of the week. So yeah, it's good to set up alerts though. You know, if you have the time, set up your alerts. You know, if you want to see you catch the break of for sales, which for me will be below 1867, and for buys, which will be above 1873. You can set up a buy stop or a sell stop as price is getting close to that range. But it's safer just to wait at least, you know, a couple minutes before the numbers are released, and then you set up your buy stop and sell stop if you want to trade the news. GJ is it's really fucked, right? Because I mean, you had this wick here to get filled. Is it worth it? No, not really. 7 pips. I mean, this 15-minute candle is closing with no wick to the top. If it continues, you know, throughout the Shanghai Open, which is at 9:30, we can get that retest down to 155.300, which is about 8 pips left. It's really not worth it. Not worth it. And you have to deal with these wicks down here and the whole pain. See, what's AUD/USD doing? That same thing as gold, basically, just stuck in the range, right at the low. So what do you want to see? A break below 76 400 for 70 for price to continue down. Let me check what's EJ doing. Jeez, it's a lot of fucking range. But I mean, it looks good. If we start breaking below this zone here, the next support will be down to 134, 130. I mean 30. Yeah, 33 400. You just want to see a clean break below this zone, which is doing right now. It's gonna be a good trade, to be honest. Yeah,
So this will be your stop, right? Your entry point will be here as an impulse trade. Your stop will be right above this 15 minute, 30 minute with barely any wick to the top, and your first target, which will be down here. It's about 19 pips. That's good. Pretty decent. As it's breaking these lows right now. But I don't trade EJ, but you know, it's a good trade idea. It's quick draw it is for you guys. I got that break. Seeing this 15-30 minute with barely any wick to the top. Clean traffic to the left. Clear these wicks below that area. Next support will be up here. Actually, most recent one will be down here. And this is easily a 23 pip trade. So you don't want this to pull all the way back and go back into the range. You just want to manage your risk if you get in. We have 930 coming through. That could be the push for price to continue down. But yeah, you definitely want to manage if you know we start heading down. I mean up again, and going back in this area here. I mean it should be good to continue down. Yeah, a lot better than GJ. Sir, sir, can you share the U.S. dollar index? Oh yeah, break down why it went up today, big today. On the DXY, what's going on with the DXY? I mean, this is from if you want to do the correlation between gold and the dollar, right? You have the strength in the dollar and the drop on gold. So why? But I really don't know. I don't really get into the fundamentals like that. Could be a lot of things. But if you're talking into a technical level and going based on market cycles, you can see that gold usually retraces after a big, you know, after a certain time being on a bullish run or on a bearish run. So that's the breather we're getting for then price to continue up, you know, if we hold support. It looks a lot messy, right? So let's take this off. It's kind of like dissect it again, right? We're on the higher time frames. This is the weekly. We have look for resistance and support. So current resistance, which will be here, right? And your next support, which will be down here, right? So what do we need? We need a retest down to this support first. So let's draw an arrow here. Right. Then after that we want a continuation up. Why is this the weird arrow? Huh? Huh. And continuation up. So once we start breaking above this area, which is 1900s again, we clear above 1910. You have this wick here, right? First target, easily. Oh. Oops. Ah. You look for the next resistance zone on gold, which will be here. Actually, all the way from down here. Right? Cool. Now what happens once we get there? And have another relief and another retracement, creating a higher low, and then price to continue up again. Simple, right? And at that point, you're still following the trend, which is still bullish. Look at this. Blah. Yeah, something like that. Yeah, you get the point. Should be something like this, right? And your final boss. This is the Bowser right here. Boom. 2000. It looks good. I mean, it's simple, right? You can say that once we hit 1900 again, after this retest to 1850, 1855, price to continue up, break above 1910, retest that wick here on the weekly, which is 1960, then again have a small retrace again, back to the 1900s, 1910s, 1920s, and then continuing up as we break above 1960 again, and finally retest 2000, probably by I can give you a date, but should be soon enough. I mean, the way the economy is going, especially for the dollar, right? Yeah, just keep it simple. EJ looks good. I don't know what's going on with EJ. If you guys took that trade, just manage it carefully. You guys know, you guys are grown dudes, but it should continue down. I don't know what I did with that. Oh, it's here. Yeah, it's moving slow, but the way it's closing is good. You know, it's closing below the range. Might have another retest. If you look into the 1 hour, EJ tends to do this a lot. You get a 1 hour break and retest. You have to break below this area and retest above here. So you might have another continuation up. Bang, retest that zone and then continue down. But it looks really good. So yeah, that's your trade for the day. Mack is in gold going down with the news tomorrow. I mean, yeah, that's my uh, my my analysis is for gold to head back down to 1855 to get that retest that weekly support right here, and then continuing up, right? But so far, We're just gonna consolidate throughout the Asian session. I might have to call it off a little earlier, guys. I don't want to be, here doing nothing, right? Yeah, I don't mind chilling with you guys, but it's really not much to talk about. I have a fucking pain on my tooth right now. This shit's killing me. May support turn to resistance. May support turn to resistance. Yeah. So right now we might have that 1 hour break. We need a close on the 1 hour, and then on the next 30 minutes this 1 hour needs to close bearish. And then the next one might retest this breakout zone and then continue down. If not, then we're just gonna drop. And look at this fuck shit. Fuckery. 9:30 pulling back. Oh, I like this. You wanna send me Salim? You there?
Yeah, what are you saying, Tony?
Send me your trading view gold chart, the one you posted on IG right now, on the chat.
I'll send it to you now.
Let's see that. Got money here with some GBPJPY assessment here. Yeah, that those ranges, right? Day 155, 150, just here. At least a little different. You're on the 6. Oh, you're on the 1 hour. That's why. So yeah, 151, 155, 150 will be here. For me, it's down here because I'm on the 30. But yeah, it makes sense. 150. Little, shitty ranges. 16 pips, 20 pips. Tight. What type of keyboard? Yeah, man, I got a lot of pain on my tooth. That trend line placement sucks. Not gonna lie, I'm laughing my ass off. That fakes you out a lot. Yeah, he does. He's not using the trend lines to follow the trend lines. He's just using it as a visual. I know that we don't trade based off trend lines. We trade based off price action, so breaking highs and lows of previous candles and getting wick fills. So trend lines are really not relevant.
Yo, quick question, Mack. Whose chart is that? Because that is actually pretty clean, though.
It's manual Forex.
Oh yeah, from the group. Okay, yeah, I was really clean.
Yeah. So he's not drawing the trend lines to follow that trend line. He's not gonna wait for a break above the trend line. Well, yeah, obviously you need a break above the trend line, but it's not his parameter saying that if we break all above the trend line, I'm gonna go ahead and take a trade.
Another thing is, Mac, just to add on to that, is just because one person doesn't see the trend lines useful doesn't mean someone else doesn't, because I could show you charts from 4 years ago where I had way more trend lines on my chart. And actually that's why when I saw that right away, I noticed I was a really clean chart, because it may have had that little false breakout on the 1 hour on that trend line up there, But if he was monitoring that on the smaller time frame, he would have seen his hint, his confirmations and whatnot from the
yeah. But what I'm saying is like, people say that, oh, you shouldn't go based off trend lines.
Oh
Trend
yeah,
lines are useful. I mean, if for visual references, they're very useful. That's how you identify a trend. You drop a trend line, and you don't have to follow it and say, if we break below here, then it's definitely going down. If we break above here, and this is a closing wedge or whatever the fuck you want to call it, then price is gonna go up. If we close below this area, then price is gonna go down. No, it's just a reference, right?
It's a visual, a reference point, like you said.
Yeah, that's it. EJ ready to go full margin? No, don't go full margin. It's just approximation. That's correct. show the right placement then.
Man, always agree with it.
Yeah, he got mad. Man, he got mad.
I've just sent it on the Zoom chat.
Let's see. Let's dissect this shit. What's that?
Right? That was Salim?
Salim.
How you doing, Bernard?
A fun day, brother. Another fun day.
Okay, so 30-minute actually looks a lot cleaner because you're actually holding a bigger no trade zone than I am. Wait, so I'm gonna actually change it. I'm gonna take this off right here. See, voila. Now we have the same. Right?
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, because it was like way too intricated, too how do you call it? Too merged in. Intricated. Oh my god, this tooth is killing me. Root canal incoming. Alright, so waiting for your employment change and NFP. Month to month. Daily low, okay. 4 hour support, running full TP. If we close below that area, sells at 1868, perfect. Buys above 1873, 500, perfect. Yeah, let me steal that from you. Wow, what keyboard do I have? I have a Razer mechanical keyboard. Really dope. I'm gonna give you the screenshot now. Why? Cause you could hear it, like the typing. 1875. What? 500. 1873, 500. Oh, we have Richie in here. What's up, Richie?
To be fair, the buys looks much better because the sells on the left you've got on the 4 hour you've got multiple rejections where the support is around, that's anywhere between 1869 to 1863, if you look on the left on the 4 hour, you'll see like multiple rejections, which that's why I don't really like
I
the
said it.
sell.
That's a deadly zone right here. This shit, right? So you wanna clear all of that. You know, I wanna see candles closing, continuing down. You don't have to wait for it to, you know, go down to the last wick. As long as you see that you know momentum is going bearish and candles are closing, and you know, basically fill in these wicks down here, and expect the price to fill this whole thing, right, below this area here, down to the next 1850, 1855. It's about 80, 90 pips, so makes sense. But so far, that's no trade zone we're still in. EJ is still moving super slow here. We might have the 1 hour break and retest, so gotta be careful with that. Gonna have to wait for this 1 hour to close bearish. Hopefully in the next 20 or 19 minutes it's gonna continue down, close bearish, and then on the next 1 hour have a retest here and then just drop again. So something like this. Have your 1 hour continuing down here, closing bearish or whatever.
Hey Mac, how you doing, man?
What's up, Gary? And then you have the retest here, right? And then continuation down.
So you got a toothache? Why don't you call it, man?
Huh? No, because what am I gonna do? I'm just gonna not talk as much, but the pain's still gonna be there.
I was gonna say you can go home.
Fuck you.
Today.
You can go home.
I thought you'd like that.
Yeah, I go home and watch Netflix. There's really not much on Netflix nowadays. Shitty. But I'm down to play some Call of Duty, some Warzone. If you guys were down to get a dub. Asian session being more Asian session than usual. Yeah, super Chinese.
PUBG, we'll play, my friend.
What's up? So let me check out the keyboard that I have. I have it in white. I have this one. Wow, that's a clean ass setup. Whoa, look at that. Super dope. That's a nice stand. See? Wow, beautiful. Oh yeah, that's my keyboard. What the fuck is this shit here? Oh, is it to make it wireless? I don't have that. I don't have this shit. Well, it's alright. It's alright. Alright. I don't fuck with wireless anyway. And my mouse is the regular Death Adder. Super dope mouse. Mm-mm. Wow, look at that 1 minute just fucking pulled up. Jeez. I mean, 30-minute break and retest, it's not the same. But a better confirmation would be the 1 hour. So I want to see the 1 hour closing bearish. The way it's rejecting right now, it's still not much. It's only 7-8 pips of stop loss. So we'll be at 1 to 2.
Yeah, man. What's the gold 15 and 5 minute look like?
Huh?
What's the gold 15 and the 5 minute? Just because the new 15 just started a couple minutes ago.
Close to no wick to the downside, so it's just like a no range body. So really, I don't. We have to break below 1867, right?
Yep.
Down here to at least fill these wicks down here and continue down to drop below that daily low, right? But we first need a break below 1867, 1868. Yeah, 1868.
Can you put up the 5 minute just for a second?
Yeah. Yeah, look at the 5 minute. So we have that wick here. Once we cleared that whole wick below this area, we want to see something like this, right? Let me draw it.
Yeah, slowly making his pushes.
Yeah, exactly. So red, something like this. I'll wait to the top. And then, next candle, whatever, continuing down. Right. So I have an alert here at 1868. And once we start breaking below that zone, then might enter sells. But it's just the way it's moving, right? It's teasing. 1855. Ah, shit. Ooh. See something here. Let me redo this thing again. So I want to take a screenshot, right? This is the weekly. We have this zone here. We have another zone here. And we have next area here. It's actually from all the way down here. Perfect. So for drop, something like this. Up, continuation up. And let's do this little trend line here better. Just to pay attention here. Right there.
You see that drop on gold?
Yeah, just got an alert.
Wow.
Wow, nice. The E.
Yeah, I've seen that before when gold says, "Oh, no pullback, we dropped more."
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it broke that daily low already, so yeah, now I mean it can close, it cannot close, so this is like, you know,
I think it's all down to the next hourly to see if it's gonna fake out or
right, it's gonna either fake out or continue up or continue down, I mean.
Yeah, these are definitely difficult market situations.
Yeah, I think it's gonna continue down. Yeah, look at that.
it'll be actually interesting to see if it's gonna reject the 1863, the 4-hour support.
Nah.
You know, where the price rejected multiple times.
I think we're good. Wow, look at that.
Ooh.
Beautiful. Wow, just closed fucking 3K. 3 fucking K.
Wow.
Whoa, fucking Christ.
That's mental, that is.
And that's where you get out before the hour closes. Yeah, it's done.
Yeah, but gold was just riding perfectly on the underside, man.
Yeah. Fucking Christ, that was lit. Shit.
And literally taps the 1855.
What the fuck? I'm gonna. Shit. Guys. We're too good for this shit, man. Fuck me.
She was like, bite the dip. Bite the dip.
Yeah, man, that was a good trade.
I got in at 1864 and she just boom. 1860. Actually, at 1863, and I closed at 1857. 555. I closed down here. Right here. 57, 55. Right here. Holy fucking Christ.
You know, that move, it reminds me of when GJ just skyrocketed to 150. Remember that stream?
Oh,
that we had
yeah,
back in March?
on a Tuesday, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, that shows like non-stopping. Just blah, 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 blah. That shit went right in there. Crazy. But now might just reject around here. Just that was basically it, right? From 1864 down to 1855. 57.
Right. So now it can build the range before pre-lending.
Yeah. So now it's just gonna continue to range around here. That was a pretty massive drop, you know.
You still surprised how fast that dropped?
Yeah, dog. I seen
I
this
could
shit
tell.
going like that.
You too.
Oh my god! If you see my face, shaking.
Yeah,
And then Demon's like, nobody scopped the dip. I'm like, you crazy, dog?
no,
And
take that drop and chill.
my hands are shaking. Oh man.
Ah, well done, well done.
Yeah. So you seen that shit, you know, grabbing fucking liquidity. I was already like below this area, entering that zone, and that was it, you know.
No, that was a real good trade, man. You called it perfectly, you know.
Thank you. Thank you, thank you. Whoever took it, please give a like to the stream. This shit hit right here, right? Right on the dot. Where is this coming from? 1855? Right on the dot. I don't even know where this thing is coming from. That line. Probably like from 4 hours. Anyone knows what caused that dip? Nope. Sounds like tooth is better, yeah. Thank you, thank you. Whoever took it, banging. What caused that dip is price action. Just simple price action. This is coming from here, right? Well, actually from here. Top of this wick here. Almost.
Looks like it was just a small dollar adjustment, and then the gold guys laid into it.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, now EJ is just taking the stance to continue down, guys. 1 hour closed bearish. I don't think we're having that break and retest, but yeah, EJ should continue down. Just at the break, 1 hour should continue down. Remember, it shouldn't be like a straight drop, but you could leave it overnight. It should hit your TP easily. I'm not in it. I already took my gold trade, done for the day. And GJ looks like it's breaking down. So entry at 1863.50 close. Wow, Julius, nice.
$60 pips quick.
Oh, out on gold? She moved 70 pips or nothing. 70, yeah, 70 pips, $7. 7 times 3, 5, I mean, yeah, 33,000. Holy fuck. Now GJ just dropping further down, so that means EJ should continue down. Yeah, guys. So 2 trades called out today. Really, I think I I outdid myself. I don't want to sound selfish, but shit, bring me somebody who could make the Asian session a lot funner and better than I do.
Oh man,
Yeah,
come back.
bring me someone so he could take over me. So for that, I just ask for you guys to hit the like button, subscribe, share it with your auntie NM, your grandma, boyfriend, girlfriend, whatever you have, and call it a day. You know, EJ should continue down. Gold, it's already rejecting that zone. Hit that key level at 1855 600, which is coming for that 4-hour wick. We could have dropped a little further down, but we didn't. I mean, that's 770 pips in literally 2 minutes, right? That was more than good. I'm talking about this, right? On the 4-hour, you can clearly see it, but we didn't continue down to 1852. We're retracing back, probably going back into the range to retest and then continue back down. But yeah, I think that was good enough for today. 2 trades, 70 pips on gold. This should play out for 24 on EJ. You guys, please like the stream. If you have anything you'd like to ask before I leave, let me know. Send the chart or whatever. I'll be right back. Let me go ahead and use the restroom. Are you gonna be here tomorrow the same time, Katie? Tomorrow is Friday, and Friday at this time markets are closed. Be right back. 30 points on ES and 40 points on NQ. Nice. Okay, I see you. But I'm gonna go ahead and call it a day today, guys. I hope everyone is happy and satisfied with today's session. Please take care. Have a great night, and I'll see you guys tomorrow. Call it a week if you want. I mean, you trading news. What you could do is set up some money apart. That's not gonna affect you, and trade the news by doing a buy stop and a sell stop. Other than that, I'm gonna go ahead and head out, guys. Be safe. Have a great evening, and I'll see you guys tomorrow.
Have a good night, man.
Yes, sir. Thank you.
Later.
Bye bye. Bye bye, guys in the gulag. Be safe, my YouTubers. Thank you, thank you. This is Mack, and I will be concluding the night.